Hello there, welcome back to Max's Cards and Dice Dugout. This is episode 258. And this time out, we have a new game and a new project on the table. The game is One Pager Pro Soccer from Short Season Games. That's the same people who brought us Pitcher of Record Baseball, a game which I'm running a 1976 Chicago White Sox project with. You can check out Short Season Games at this website that you see on the screen. Stop by, check things out, maybe download a game or two, and buy him a cup of coffee. Brian provides us with all of his games completely free, so he's giving a lot to the community, so maybe you can help him out a little bit. Okay, One Pager Pro Soccer is called that because everything you need to play the game, other than the score sheet, is on one page, meaning the rules and the team ratings for a particular league. Now, I have cut these up for the project that I'm going to be working on, but if you download it, let's say the English Premier League from last year, the rules will be at the top of the page and the team ratings will be below that, and everything you need to play the game other than the score sheet is on that one page. So I'm calling this a Big Five Survivor Cup because I'm taking what most people would consider the Big Five leagues in European football, that being England, France, Spain, Italy, and Germany. And I'm placing all their teams in the top tier. That's 96 teams, 20 from England, England, Spain, and Italy, and 18 from both France and Germany. I'm taking those 96 teams, I'm putting them into a pool. I'm going to randomly select two teams, first the home team, then the visiting team, and we will play a match. And the winner, well, actually, as long as you don't lose, you remain in the tournament. So a win or a draw, you stay alive to play another day. You lose, you're out. It's a very simple game. It has a real nice flow to it, and it does give you the ups and downs and the momentum changes of a soccer match. This is it as far as rules go. I'm just going to play the game, and you'll see how it works when I do that. Now, when you download a league, and like I said, I've cut these pages up just because of the project that I'm doing. When you download a league, you're going to get the teams in the top tier, and you're going to get ratings for those teams, both home and as a visitor. Okay, and you just fill those out here on the score sheet, and then we'll go through the play when I start playing a game. So the first thing we have to do is select two teams, and I'm using that online app, Wheel of Names. I've already created a wheel. If I could bring it up here with I think you can see that. I've created a wheel with all 96 teams already on the wheel, and we're going to select the home team here first for this first game of the tournament. And you'll have to excuse me on pronunciations for some of these teams. Okay, Werder Bremen. That one's not too bad. I can pronounce that, and they're from the Bundesliga. So they're going to be the home team. And we'll continue on and select the visitor. And the visiting team is Toulouse from France. Okay, so it's Werder Bremen and Toulouse. So I'm gonna take a little break here, fill out the team stats, and we'll come back and play a quick match. Be right back. Okay, we're back to get this match underway. Just a quick explanation about how the die are going to work. The white D6 is going to determine any action in which team will take part in that action, or which ratings we'll look at. So on a roll of 1 or 2, it's the home team. That's Werder. And on a roll of 3 or 4, it's Toulouse, the visitors. So then we will, whichever team is selected, we'll look at the D100 and look at the ranges here and determine what actions take place. On a roll of a 5 or 6, there is no action. Now the red D6, I'm rolling this as well. That's only going to come into play if there is a penalty kick. In that case, that happens on a roll of a 5 or 6 and a D100 of 98 or greater. And then this red die will determine whether or not that shot's on target. A roll of 1 to 5 would be on target, and a roll of 6 is off target. And on the 5, it's the home team. Now this is for penalty kicks. And on the 6, it's the visitors. And like I said, that includes a D100 roll of 98 or greater. All right, so I may not have mentioned it in the intro, but we play this game 33-minute segments plus stoppage time. There's always going to be at least one segment of stoppage time, and you add an additional one for each goal scored. So let's get this thing started. All right, and a 4, that's going to be Toulouse, and a 34 for Toulouse is a shot. So they get a shot, but it's not on target. And you just record a shot there, and an X for Werder. Next roll, we got a 4. That's also Toulouse, and a 27. And that's, once again, another shot. Continuing on. Roll a 6. That's nothing on a 39. So no action. Both teams get an X. So some early pressure from Toulouse, but maybe things have settled down. Now that's Werder and a 52. And a 52 is an opponent shot. So far, all the pressure coming from Toulouse. They've recorded 3 shots. We've played 12 minutes. Continuing on, excuse me, it's going to be Toulouse again and a 74. And a 74 is an opponent shot. So Werder records their first one. Played 15 minutes, remains 0-0. One is Werder, and a 94 for Werder is an opponent's shot on target. So we'll mark an X for Werder. Okay, and now what we have to do is we take Werder's goaltender rating of 87. If Toulouse rolls an 88 or greater, it's a goal. But it is not, so it's just the shot on target. We'll mark that with a T. So most of the pressure early on coming from Toulouse. 18 minutes in, 0-0. Toulouse again and an 18. That's a shot. Mostly a one-sided contest so far. Okay, we continue on. It's Toulouse again and a 46. And that's going to be a shot for Werder. 24 minutes in, still 0-0. 6 is no action on a roll of 17. Both squads get an X. And we continue. 2 is going to be Werder, and a 54 is an opponent's shot. So Toulouse, for the most part, applying all the pressure. Continuing on, that's going to be 2 for Werder. A 2 is Werder, and we rolled a 100. So had that been a 5 or 6, we would have had a penalty shot. However, 100 is an opponent's shot on target. Had it been a 100, it's an opponent's shot on target. So still Toulouse with all the pressure. Once again, we look at the 87 goalkeeper rating for Werder. I mean, 88 or better. Oh, and it's a nice save. So it just is recorded as a shot for Toulouse, and we continue on. 3 is going to be Toulouse again, and an 87 is an opponent's shot on target. So an offensive push from Werder. Toulouse's goaltender rating is an 81, so we need an 82 or better. And it's a goal. Not much pressure from Werder, but they score a goal, and it is 1-0 Werder over Toulouse. And we continue on. 4 is going to be Toulouse, and a 10 is a shot on target. 88 or greater, and it's a goal. No, it's a save. So, most of the pressure coming from Toulouse, yet they trail 1-0. 39 minutes in, and we continue on. 6 with a 16 is no action. Both teams get an X. And the last segment of regular time in the first half. Get a 6 and a 44. That's no action. So we always play one segment of stoppage time, and we add 1 for every goal scored. So we're going to play 2 due to Werder's goal in the 36th minute. Okay, so here's the first segment. A 5 with a 57 is no action. And the final segment of stoppage time in the first period. A 1 is Werder, and a 65 is going to be an opponent's shot. And that's it for the first half. Werder, who really was doing a lot of defending, managed to get that 1 goal. Toulouse trails Werder 1-0. Now we continue on with the second half. A 6 and a 57 is no action. Both teams get an X. Next roll. 2 is going to be Werder, and an 85. That's an opponent's shot on target, so Toulouse, chance to tie things up here. They need an 88 or greater, and they do not get it. So it's just recorded as that should be recorded as a shot on target. So I'll just say ST there. Okay, 51 minutes in. A 2 and a 97. That's going to come from Werder, and it's going to be another opponent's shot on target. So Toulouse continues with the pressure. And need an 88 or greater. No. So that's a shot on target. Let me cross that S out. Okay. So 54 minutes in, it is Werder 1, Toulouse 0. Continuing on. 6 is no action on an 86, so both teams get an X in the 57-minute segment. And it remains Werder 1-0. 2 is going to be Werder, and a 52 is an opponent's shot. And the pressure continues to come from Toulouse. Next segment. 6 and a 72 is no action. Both teams get an X. And we roll again. A 1 is going to be Werder, and a 5 is going to be a shot on target for Werder. 82 or greater, and it's another goal. No, it's a save, but they do record the shot. 66 minutes in, and it is Werder 1, Toulouse 0. 3 is going to be Toulouse, and a roll of a 12 is going to be a shot on target. Can they tie things up here? They need an 88 or greater. And it's a goal for Toulouse, and we are tied at 1. In the 69th minute segment, Toulouse ties it up. We continue on. 1 is Werder. 26 is a shot. "72 minutes played, and we are tied at 1. 4 is Toulouse, and a 60 is an opponent's shot. So another shot for Werder. 75 minutes played, excuse me. 1-1. 2 is Werder, and a 44 is a shot. So some late pressure from Werder trying to break this draw. Next segment, 4 is Toulouse, and a 7 is a shot on target. They need an 88 or greater. And it's another goal for Toulouse. And it's now 2-1 on the road. Can they hold this lead? 84th segment. 2 is going to be Werder, and a 19 is a shot. Oh, excuse me, it's just a shot. '87th minute segment. 2 is Toulouse, or excuse me, Werder, and an 85 is a shot on target for Toulouse. 88 or greater, and they can put this one out of reach. No, good save, but it is a shot for Toulouse. Once again, I messed that up. That's a shot on target. So that's a T. Okay, final segment in regular time of the second half. It's Toulouse 2, Werder 1. Got a 3, that's going to be Toulouse, and a 29 is a shot. All right, so we've had 2 goals, so we're going to play 3 segments of stoppage time, with Toulouse leading 2-1. So here's the first. It's going to be Werder on a 59, and that's a shot for Toulouse. Second segment in stoppage time. 4 is going to be Toulouse, and a 10 is a shot on target. They need an 88 or greater. And they score again in stoppage time, putting this one out of reach. It is now 3-1 Toulouse. And the final segment, 1 is Werder on a roll of a 40. They record a shot, but it's too little, too late. And Toulouse wins this opening match of the Big Five Survivor Cup by a score of 3-1. Werder, 1 goal. Eight shots. 1 shot on target and 8 shots. Toulouse, 3 goals. $18 shots. And of those 18 shots, 8 of them were on target. So all that pressure from Toulouse resulted in a 3-1 victory for them. So that's pretty much how the game is played. You can get a bit of a narrative by looking at the trends of the markings you make in the segments. It's a nice quick little game. What did this take? About 15 minutes, maybe a little bit less than that. So what I'll do is, as we go on, I will remove Werder Bremen from the selection wheel. And when we come back next time with this game, there'll be 95 teams. We'll roll again, and we'll see who comes up, and we'll see who survives. So that's going to do it for this episode. If you hung out with me, I appreciate it. And I'll be back again in the near future with another one. And until then, take care.